Blink, garage, evidence 111. Gebied voor directe aanraking.
Main menu. You'll start a new game.
Hello? Who is it?
Ethel! Ethel, are you here?
Darling, is that you?
Good evening.
Why is it so dark in here?
It's because of the storm. The lightning must have struck the power line. I was just about to get some candles and a torch. Wait, are there more of you? Where are you?
By the door! There's 3 of us.
I'll be right over. Mr. Keswell, what are you doing here?
Well, you know...
You don't know?
What?
We met outside. He must have walked past you.
I don't remember anyone leaving.
She wasn't here when I left.
Maybe when I was taking poor Mrs. Keswell to her room.
How is she?
A bit better. I brought her something to calm her down.
Thank you.
But what were you doing outside, Mr. Keswell? And you, Reverend?
Be brave, Madam Washington.
But why?
Well,
Did something happen, dear?
should I tell her the truth about the Reverend? I have to tell you something.
Can it wait? I will go and get the torch first.
No, it can't.
Alice, please.
Reverend, what's going on?
No, nothing. It is just,
Ethel, please.
Okay then. Go on, darling. What happened?
Reverend McCarthy.
Yes?
No.
He's an imposter.
What?
He's not a priest. He's not an exorcist. He's made it all up so people pay him to get rid of ghosts.
No.
Ethel,
No, that can't be true.
You're not the only one who fell for it.
No. Reverend! But you're famous around the world.
I am, but...
No, I don't believe you.
That's okay. Just calm down.
This is no time for jokes, Miss Wells.
For Christ's sake, woman, I was there when he confessed. It's all true.
You're lying.
Why would we do that?
I don't know.
Ethel!
Reverend, tell me this isn't true. Why is Miss Wells saying this? What happened?
You know, Ethel...
Yes?
it is not what it looks like.
This is not possible.
Ethel, I am begging you. I did not... Do not take this the wrong way. Mr. Keswell pulled a gun on me.
Are you kidding?
But it is true, I swear.
Get away from me.
Ethel, we are friends.
Leave me alone!
Ethel! Ethel! Ethel, wait!
Oh, God. Mr. Keswell, please go after them.
Me? Why?
Someone needs to watch over them so they don't do anything stupid, and I don't have the time for that.
But that's not...
Well, let's say that maybe I'll forget about us fighting over my gun.
All right, then.
Thank you.
Greetings, ma'am. Welcome to the harbour.
What was that?
Just find our son. I'm begging.
Mrs. Caswell?
We'll find him, right?
It is the last.
Ethel!
Is it not?
Trust me, we should speak.
Who's there?
What are you doing here?
Oh, it is a terrible suffering indeed.
Who is it?
He was hanging from the rope. Here.
Where's my son?
Judy? Judy, hello? Judy, hello? I think I've seen the car that... Damn it! Judy, are you there? To all patrols, this is Constable Wells. I'm chasing a suspect driving on A31 towards town. The suspect is driving what appears to be a green Lotus Elite. Oh, damn it! What was that? Oh my God, someone's lying there. He's hit someone. God, he's hit someone. Oh, that's a child. That's a child. Oh God. What was that? Out there? A shadow. Or an animal. Alice, pull yourself together. You can't let that guy get away. You have to catch him. He can't get away with this. How could I have let that happen? Alice, calm down. Breathe in. Breathe out. The locked room number 5. What was that? It's coming from inside. Should I enter? Or listen behind the door for a while? No, I can't just barge in there like that. What's going on in there? That's Hugo. For sure. I have to go inside. What?
Miss Wells, we've been waiting for you. Haven't we, Hugo? Please, sit down.
Mrs. Caswell, what's going on here?
You still don't know?
How did you get in here? How did you find Hugo?
Quite easily. I was the one who put him here.
You did? Why?
I wanted to see how you would act. I wanted to see what you would do. If you would help me find him.
Who are you, really?
Now, you probably don't remember me, but I was much younger back then. I had a different last name. I am Adele Garland.
Garland? That accident? September 13th, 1975.
The night of September 13th, 1975. The night when police officer Alice Wells fled the scene of an accident and did not help a young, dying boy. Hugo Garland.
No, but
My brother.
So you're the one who's brought me?
Yes. Yes.
Why? Why now? It was a mistake.
Do you have the envelope I asked you to bring?
What?
The envelope, the evidence. The evidence file. Evidence file 111. Do you have it?
I don't know, I think so.
Of course you don't. You've left it in your room. It's been there all evening. Such a small package, isn't it? Have you looked inside?
No.
Open it. Please.
What's this?
Well, it's everything from that night. Photographs. Photographs of my brother. I was 21 back then. It was my birthday a few weeks before, and my parents were away that night. And I'd had a few friends over. We were drinking, and suddenly I realized that Hugo wasn't in the house. And I went out to look for him. We used to live quite far from the town. There were no other houses around, so I was walking along the road when suddenly this fast car passed me by. It really scared me, and I heard tires screeching, and then I saw another car which stopped quite close by, a police car. I didn't really see who was driving it, but I saw it was a woman. And the car was just standing there for a moment, and then it drove off, and then I saw Hugo lying in the road.
So that was you, Mrs. Caswell. You were the one I saw that night.
Yes, and when afterwards the police came to investigate the accident and started asking questions, I remembered the person that I'd seen sitting in that car. It was the police officer in the investigation team. Officer Alice Wells. And I understood that the investigation was useless. So when I got married later and I had Hugo, this Hugo, I tried to find you and I discovered that you had been made Chief Inspector. I think I'm in one of these photos. Do I look different?
Here are the photos.
Oh, thank you.
I'm so sorry. So, what's going to happen next?
I don't know. I don't know. I was hoping that if you came here and I saw you, that everything would be clear. But I wasn't counting on you actually being a good person. I've been watching you all night. I've been trying to make sense of you. I've been trying to make sense of how a person who could just so callously drive away could be so kind and generous. Right after you arrived, you were nice to Hugo. Even after he pushed you like that and stepped on your foot. When I was desperate about Hugo being lost and I needed someone to understand me, you were there. When I begged you to find Hugo, you didn't even hesitate. And then when I got lost in the basement, you came looking for me in the dark and you didn't leave me. You've helped a lot of people. You've tried to do your best for everyone, especially for me, even when it meant jeopardizing yourself.
Should I ask for her forgiveness? Do I deserve it? Please. I'm sorry. If I could go back, I would. Forgive me.
Forgive you? Oh, don't cry. Please. I've never thought that I would be able to forgive you. How could I? For the last 10 years of my life, I've thought constantly about how things could have been different. If you had stayed, could you have saved him?
What shall I do? What do you want from me?
I've always wanted to see you cry. To see you beg. I've wanted you dead. Like my brother. No. I don't want that anymore. I'm scared. I'm scared that I was wrong about you. I'm scared that you're the good person. And I'm just go and get out of here. Leave. Go back home. Go back to your police station. I don't want to see you again. Fine. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. Just go. Go away. Get out of my life.
Mrs. Caswell.
Go away. Just leave. Now. Go.
I'm so sorry. I've left Harbour Watch Inn. I've left the island. I'm going back home. The evidence file number 111 has disappeared from the archive for good. No one's ever gonna find it. No one's gonna find out what happened that night 10 years ago. I don't know whether I made a good decision back then, but I can live with it now.
Alice? Alice, are you there?
This is Alice. I'm listening.
Someone has reported a potential dead body near the Farnham water treatment plant. Can you check it out?
Okay, I'm on it.
Evidence number 111. Starring Zoe Robbins as Alice Wells, Rosamund Pike as Adele Caswell, Mike Bodie as Richard Caswell, Richard Reed as Reverend Timothy McCarthy, Kenny Blythe as Detective John Broderick, Abigail Rice as receptionist Ethel Washington, Jamie Marshall as Chef Thomas Rogers, Atom Uniacke as Hugo Caswell, Rebecca Reesness as Judy, Paul Coltofiano as newscaster, Michael Pitton as police officer Bowers, and James Beaumont as the guide. Story: Sylvia Divecki and Vladimir Marechek. Written by Vladimir Marechek. Lead programmer Michal Zartopek. Directed by Tomáš Oramus. Music Aleš Ramon. Dialogue recordist David Kikera. Dialogue editor Petr Neubauer. Sound effect editor Petr Hilčanský. Foley artist Radovan Eckert. Lead sound designer Tomáš Oramus. Optimization for the visually impaired Michal Jelinek. Licensed songs Only Physically by Saka. Goodbye to Me, Traveller by Places. Monsters Inc. by Outsiders. Illustrations Michal Kotsourek and Petr Drahoš. Marketing and promotion Petr Poláček. PR by PR Outreach. Making of video by Aneshka Kružíková. Teaser by Krutart Animation Studio. Created by Play by Ears in partnership with Sound Square Studio. Thank you for playing. If you enjoyed the story, you can follow us on Facebook by swiping to the right. You can return to the main menu by swiping left. To repeat the help, swipe up with 2 fingers. Main menu. You'll start a new game by swiping right. To load a game you have previously started, swipe left. By swiping up, you can turn the help for the visually impaired on or off. By swiping down on the screen, you can purchase the full game. You can exit the game in the same way you exit any other application on your device. To activate the help, swipe up with 2 fingers on your screen at any time during the game.
Evidence 111.